When my parents separated, they made a deal. Dad would take care of my sister, and mom would raise me. So dad poured all his energy and money into my sister. Meanwhile, no matter what I needed, he'd wave me off impatiently. You're your mother's responsibility. Go ask her. But my mother had a different philosophy. You and your sister are both my children. Whatever I give to you, I must also give to her. After college started, mom only gave me a few $100s a month for living expenses. If I asked for more, she'd say it was to teach me independence. I drank water to fill my stomach and skipped classes to work part-time jobs. But it still wasn't enough. Just as I was crying over my inability to pay exam fees, I saw my sister's Instagram post. It was her sweet 16. Dad gifted her a month-long trip to Europe. Mom bought her a stunning gold bracelet. I stared at the receipt visible in the photo. It clearly read $980. This month, mom had only given me $100. My sister's glamorous life stung my eyes. In a fit of rage, I called my mom and demanded, "Why did you buy her a $980 bracelet when you only gave me $100 to live on? Do you have any idea how hard it is to survive on $100 in college?" I was furious. I unleashed all my firepower on my mother. You'd rather I starve for 4 months and work myself to death than buy a slightly cheaper gift for your precious little daughter? How can there be a mother like you in this world? Tears streamed down my face uncontrollably. I clutched the phone and wailed. I was so tired. To save up for living expenses, I delivered food on campus, climbing stairs while everyone else napped. Often my hands and feet would tremble involuntarily when I lay down to sleep. I never dared to go to roommate gatherings. Even spending $20 meant skipping meals for a week. I was studying pre-med, a major my mom loved, which required constantly buying materials and paying exam fees. I had zero leisure time. Even study time had to be squeezed out. To save money and time, I survived on human feed, cheap, bulk protein powder shakes. I thought I was being considerate of my mom, but she casually dropped nearly $1,000 just to give my sister a meaningless accessory. I cried and screamed, but my mom just sounded helpless. What can I do? You're both my flesh and blood. I can't just care for you and ignore her. You grew up with me. I barely raised her. It's her 16th birthday. I sent her a gift, and you're going to hold that against me? She spoke righteously, the picture of a good mother, but I wasn't accepting her pity party anymore. Send a gift if you want, but why so expensive? She lives with dad. She doesn't lack anything. Resentment filled my voice. Dad said each of you takes care of one. Before I could finish screaming, my mom shouted back, "Your dad is a deadbeat father, so you want me to be a deadbeat mother too? You're both my children. Why should I raise one and abandon the other? You ungrateful girl, how can you be so vicious? If I had known, I would have taken your sister and left you behind." My unwillingness and resentment exploded with that sentence. Who begged you to take me? Dad originally wanted me. It was you. You left my sister with dad to live the good life and dragged me along to suffer with you. I'm 2 years older than my sister Chloe. When our parents separated, I was 10 and she was 8. Dad thought I was older and easier to manage, so he wanted to take me. Mom originally wanted to take Chloe because she was cute, sweet, and clingy, but my grandma stopped her, scolding, "How can you work if you take the little one? The older one is sensible. She can help you with chores and work. The little one is spoiled. She can't handle a hard life with you." That's why mom, reluctantly, chose me. At the time, although sad, I calmly accepted moving from a big house to a tiny apartment. I thought even if I lived with mom, dad would still care for me. But no, dad cut off my allowance, tutoring, and extracurriculars. He said, "Your mom and I each take one. If you need something, ask your mom. Isn't she so tough, demanding equality with me? Why are you asking me for money?" He humiliated my mom completely. For her sake, I never asked him for a dime again. Living with mom, I took over the chores and cooking so she wouldn't worry. To save money, we ate cabbage and turnips every meal. I didn't cry or fuss. In the summer, when temperatures hit 100 degrees and our tiny apartment had no AC because we couldn't afford electricity, I stayed awake all night from the heat. I accepted all of it.